Mellow greetings, Tubians, RononTyr here, and let's fanfic Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town. Summer 13, Year 1, Sunday, sunny. 'Cause hey, Janelle, when isn't it sunny? It was another boring day today. Dee Dee, the chip, hatched. That was exciting. She's joined our little family, and I put another egg on to hatch, and they'll join us in a few days, I'm sure, and that'll be great as well. I took care of the crops, because that's basically my entire life right now. Yeah, I used to go places, and I used to do things, and there were trips out to the pub, and drinks with friends, and occasionally there was even karaoke. I, of course, never sang, because a sensible person doesn't actually sing at karaoke, they just sit there and watch everybody else make a fool of themselves. That's kind of the whole point, right? Right? But I hated it. I hated the obligation of having to go out and smile and nod and make small talk and listen to everybody's woes and worries. I hated having to get dolled up, put on uncomfortable clothing and face paint. Makeup. Do my hair and stand in lines and yell over the sounds of the bar because it's never quiet. There's no such thing as a quiet pub. I hated it. I did everything I could to get out of it. But now, from sunup to sundown, I'm watering crops. Occasionally I get to harvest them. I pet the chickens. I talk to Rain, who's doing really well. He really comes bolting when I whistle now. It's fantastic. If I have the energy, I work the fields a bit, try and get them clear. Maybe do some mining. I did that for a little bit today. Made it to the 3rd floor. I don't know how deep the mine is, but 3rd floor doesn't feel like it's very far. And to do that, I had to take 2 soaks in the hot springs. I think I actually kind of miss it. And I knew when I moved here that there wasn't going to be a lot of social life in Mineral Town. It's a small village, it's a little town, a quiet place. But every day's the same. It's get up, tend the chooks, water the crops, harvest the crops, collapse into a sweaty ball of Brenna-shaped goo, sit down and write new. And journal, you really are the highlight of my day, being able to record what's going on and keep a track of my thoughts and just ramble at somebody, anybody. I really need to make some friends. But I don't like people, and I'm really, really worried that it's just the monotony and the heat of summer getting to me, and that if I start making friends now, then I'm going to end up resenting them in a couple of seasons, and I don't want that. I want to make real friends. I don't just want people who I smile and nod at, or who I spend hours listening to as they go on and on about how hard life is with their partner, or how hard they're trying to find a partner, or what happened at the office today. Although, come to think of it, I don't think there is a single office in Mineral Town, unless you count the clinic, which is a clinic, not an office. But you could be justified in referring to it as the doctor's office, so... This really is so far away from everything I have known for so long, and please, Journal, don't misunderstand me. I am happy to be here. But I think I need a little bit more than just wet dirt. I'm going to have to think about this a lot more. It's a lot to take in. Shock and horror. You'll never guess what the weather's going to be tomorrow. Did you guess sunny, Journal? I hope so. Night.
Summer, 14. Well, I won the battle, but only thanks to Brenna. After wasting last night trying to convince Dad to reorganize to make the place more appealing, or at least a little different, I was feeling kind of defeated. Then this morning, Mum walks in and tells me that Cousin Billy, 4 times removed on Mother's side or whoever, is sick, and we agree we should send flowers. That is where the agreement ended. Why can't they just listen to me? I can't blame Dad here. I mean, he did try to settle things a bit. But neither of them can see past today. Nothing I suggest gets past the walls in their heads. Do they still think I'm a kid? So what if I thought selling mud pies would be a good idea? That was over 15 years ago now. And now? Now we need a stranger just to come in and to talk us into anything? We must be a laughing stock around town at this point. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Just conform, put your head down, Karen, and follow along, and when they put you in charge, you can make the changes needed. But no. I want them to see that change can actually be a good thing. That different is almost as good as new. Maybe I should just leave. Adge did. Snuck off in the middle of the night and is probably living like a queen somewhere. I could make it in the city. Hey, I could head up Brenna for tips. Maybe end up somewhere where I'll be appreciated. Heard. But I see how sad Manor is. She really misses Adge. I think that might be why she became such a gossip. Could I do that to Mum? She is already a part of the gaggle. If I left, would she end up like Mena? And who would stick up for Dad? Anyway, Brenna came in during the fight and sided with me. It should be obvious that moondrops are a better get well than pink cats. Mum was not best pleased, but stuck to the deal. I should do something nice for Brenna when I get the chance to thank her for backing me. Now for a nice drop of Dukes, and then a bath, I think.
Summer 14, Year 1, Monday. Sunny. I am so sorry, Journal. I got all whiny and ranty at you yesterday, and you don't deserve that, and you've had my back ever since we made the decision to do this. It's just... well, it's just what it is, and I need to get over it. As ever, got up, sorted the chooks, tended the crops. Tomatoes were up, which is good, and we'll have a bit of a cash infusion tomorrow, which we desperately need right now. Yeah, there's so many things that I need to buy, and right now I can't afford chocolate. That's sad. Oh, I should go say hi to Cliff. I haven't been to see him for days. And he's the perfect friend. Oh, okay, that sounded horrible. Scratch that, Journal. I'm just going to cross that out. After I got all the chores done, I did decide to run into town and visit some folk. It felt long past due. So I went into the general store because I wanted to say hi to Jeff, and I walked smack dab into the middle of Karen and her mum. What's her mum's name again? Sarah? Sally? Sasha. Having an argument about flowers, of all things. Apparently one of their relatives is not well and doing poorly, and the ladies were arguing over what the best type of flowers to send were. Poor Jeff was stuck in the middle. He was trying to calm them both down, but it's clear that they're both very strong-willed Yes, let's word it like that. They are very strong-willed. But it just... It seemed so petty, you know? And of all the things to fight over, do you want to send moondrops or pink cats? How is this something that could take a whole day? Jeff said that they'd been arguing about this all morning. And I know Dad and I, we used to butt heads, and Mum and I, well, let's not go there. I trying to be positive today. Definitely trying to be positive. But why not just send both? And then, just to make matters even better, they drew me into it. So instead of acting like adults and reaching a compromise for themselves, they made me choose and agreed to go with whatever I said. Like, I know what sort of the flower is best for a sick person. It's, you get a flower, you're not feeling well, you don't care what kind of flower it is, you're just happy that somebody thought of you long enough to send you a flower. In the end, I chose moondrops because personally, I prefer moondrops. I think they're prettier. Pink cats, lovely, lovely summer flower, very short-lived. But moondrops, they've got an elegance to them. In my very, very humble, in no way, shape, or form, florally affiliated opinion. Sasha was not best pleased because she wanted to send the pink cats, but they did settle and decide that that was the best option and that's what they would go with because that's what I said. How did I become the be-all? How did I become the soothsayer? I've known these people for a season and a half, and I couldn't even remember Sasha's name. I had to flick back a few pages and check. This is problematic. Is this what Grandpa Caraman used to go through? Did the village do this to him as well, or is it the Brenna Effect? This used to happen in the city. I hope it's not the Brenna Effect. I'm really hoping that I left that in the city, where it belongs. Oh god. After their little tiff was settled, and everybody was, well, not best pleased, but Karen was happy, and, you know, I like Karen. I did spend a bit of money. I bought a new cookpot and a couple of other supplies, which were desperately needed and left me with even less cash than I had before. I had a new letter from Jeff to say there was a cookpot available at the store, which I'd already bought. I really need to check my mail before I leave the farm. That's definitely a habit that we need to build. As always, I foraged, I made offering, I went and soaked for a while. I saw Mr. Muji and the little girl whose name I can't remember. I think she's his granddaughter? They were hanging out up the mountain anyway, and it looked really nice and sweet for them to be having a moment together, just wandering around in the wilderness. The harvest goddess was her usual chipper self. I boiled some eggs. It was really very much an ordinary day. Not a lot changes. Nothing changes at all. No. I'm being positive, Journal. I'm being positive. What I might do is I might try and find some form of internet connection somewhere. And I don't get reception on my phone, and I haven't actually seen a computer anywhere in the village. This could be troublesome. I may have to plan a trip back to the city. I'll get some new stationery supplies and some art tools, and that'll be fun. That always makes me happy, and we'll see how we go from there. And maybe I could jazz you up a bit. Add some washi tape, a few stickers. Ooh, maybe a stamp or two? You'd like that, wouldn't you, Journal? Get all snazzy. Get your art on. Yeah. Alright, I'm clearly exhausted. I need to go to bed. Hey, look! Sunny tomorrow. Night, Journal.